Hi, I'm Brаяna Seveджа, the CEO of Avellana Gold, the real license holder for Myshevo, Paregovo, and Kvasovo projects in western Ukraine. There's a lot of fake news being spread about me, and to set the record straight, I've never had any association with any former members of the Ukrainian government. Unlike Gopher Mining, formed only in April of this year, we've been working with the local government and built a modern plant to clean up the environmental mess left behind by the state-owned mining company. We are going to complete a feasibility study and put the Myshevo underground gold, silver, lead, zinc mine back into production, creating jobs and tax revenue. Gopher Mining and several other affiliated companies, also recently formed in the UK, are simply an experienced group of criminal corporate raiders and have been supported in their efforts to damage Avellana by corrupt Ukrainian judges and government officials. They know nothing about the mining business and have no ability to develop, much less operate a mine. Gopher Mining claims to have a major UK bank prepared to fund $250 million to develop the project, yet there isn't any news about the bank's mining experts visiting the site. To prove their claim, Gopher Mining paid for a classified advertisement in a London newspaper, fraudulently using the bank's name and implying they are involved in the project. If the bank really was involved, a financing this size would certainly be covered by all of the international news organizations and mining journals, not to mention that one of my many industry friends would have called me and asked about it. We have been and are continuing to do a substantial amount of investigation into who's involved. We met with representatives of the U.S. Embassy and Ukraine Invest to inform them of the situation. We are also determining what information to provide the U.S. Office of Foreign Assets Control on certain individuals and companies that may be used to add them to the U.S. sanctions list. We are investigating the likely fraud perpetrated by Gopher Mining in its formation and the formation of several other companies involved in this criminal scam, with the expectation that these companies will be dissolved for filing fraudulent and misleading information. Of course, no one in Ukraine is surprised by these criminal raider and corrupt judge and government official tactics. It's sadly all too common. I attended the Reform Ukraine conference in Toronto in early July, including the breakfast where President Zelensky gave a speech. Every panel discussion at the conference started with how corrupt the Ukrainian courts are. Even Mr. Zelensky commented that he is committed to cleaning up the corrupt courts. I respectfully urge Mr. Zelensky to make this his top priority, because without it, foreign investment will be extremely difficult to come by. Most importantly, I want to thank our local team who have been fighting corruption for the last 2 years. I stand by them in our resolve against these criminals and corrupt judges. We will be using every legal method available to expose the people and companies perpetrating this fraud. Finally, to those of you involved in this attack, you cannot hide. We will identify you and make your actions known to the world.